You got me shaking, yeah, I feel the fever coming on. Boy, you know you're all I want. Keep saying that I hate it, but it's kind of fun. No more games, can't we just say its name? Instead of running away and jumping the gun to play it safe. Let's spend the
Hello everyone and welcome back to Angie's Tables. Today I'm going to be making a 3-way vegetarian open-faced sandwich. I had some extra sourdough left over, so I thought this would be a really good video. We are going to start off with the Lemony Burrata. I just kind of named it however I thought would sound good. For this sandwich, we're going to be using 2 slices of sourdough bread, so let's butter it up. I would say that all 3 of the sandwiches we are making are on the healthier side. I like how I'm saying this as I'm buttering up this toast, but it's okay. Everything in moderation is good. And we're going to toast it on both sides so that they're crunchy and crispy and golden brown. And now let's prepare our lemon, and we will need 1 clove of garlic. Also some basil, and I think basil and lemon work really well. Basil also gives a really good pop of color. In order for it to not be so heavy on the basil, I like to cut it into thin strips. It looks like our bread is crisping up pretty well. Once that's done, we'll set it aside and we will need a burrata cheese. Burrata is one of my favorites. If you guys don't know burrata too well, it has a cottage cheese-like or ricotta cheese-like inside, and the outside is basically just mozzarella cheese. One of the reasons why I love burrata cheese is because you can have 2 types of cheeses in one. I mean, it's so good and it's so fresh. And now we'll squeeze half a lemon. And now let's pour an ample amount of extra virgin olive oil. And we will top it off with basil. In order for the bread not to be so heavily garlicky either, we're going to rub a clove of garlic. And I think this is how Europeans do it. I kind of picked this up on TV or Food Network when I was younger. So now we have this yummy lemony burrata open-faced sandwich used for dipping. We'll eat it a little bit later and move on to our next one, tomato cream cheese sandwich. This one is super simple. So I have 2 colors of tomatoes, red and yellow. I love playing with colors, so I thought, why not? Let's make this a fun sandwich. And I'm cutting the ends of the tomatoes so that when we place it upright, that they will stand on their own. We are going to toast up 1 sourdough. I have 2 here because I just toasted the bread for our 3rd sandwich while I was at it. I got this onion and chive cream cheese from Trader Joe's and it was really good. So this sandwich is using all the leftovers that I have in my fridge. Cream cheese and tomato. It's very simple, but it's very tasty. Now we're going to put our cut tomatoes on. 1/2 of the bread will have the red ones and the other half will have the yellow ones. And I actually really like how this red tomato isn't a bright red, but it's more of a dark red, and it reminds me more of fall or cozy weather. Let's add our thin strands of basil for that pop of color that I always look for. So that is done. Let's move on to our sweet rustic veggie and pomegranate sandwich. It's a mouthful to say. Let's add in our chopped kale onto a baking sheet, and we'll also add in some chickpeas. If you guys have never roasted chickpeas and kale together, it's so good. Let's add in a really good amount of olive oil, and we'll season it with some salt. smoked paprika, and some freshly cracked black pepper. Now we'll give it a really good massage so that every surface is covered with the seasoning, spice, and olive oil. Have the oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we'll roast this for about 20 minutes. We toasted our slice of sourdough earlier. Let's spread some hummus on this. And once the vegetables are all done, we're gonna add it on top. The sandwich might feel small in size, but it is very filling. And for the pop of color on this one, we're gonna add pomegranate seeds. I was getting some for Grace and I thought it'd be really pretty if we added some red to this, and it looks really festive, like Christmas. Let's add some hot honey just for an added sweetness. And we have our 3 sandwiches. They were so simple, but so easy to make. But the best part is that it's tasty. And soon you'll see how much I enjoyed this.
Oh my god. So good. Wow. Oh my god. Wow. So, it's so good. Everything.